How many new monographs were added to the Indian Pharmacopoeia 2022? A. 63, B. 74, C. 92, D. 103. The correct answer is C. The Indian Pharmacopoeia 2022 edition included 92 newly added monographs. In the limit test for chloride, what is the reagent used? A. Sodium chloride. B. Silver nitrate. C. Sodium nitrate. D. Potassium silver chloride. The correct answer is B. The reagent added in the limit test of chloride is silver nitrate, NO3. When NO3 reacts with a compound containing chloride impurity, it forms silver chloride, AgCl, leading to opalescence or turbidity in the solution. What is the system used in the Indian Pharmacopoeia for dosage calculations? A. Imperial system. B. Apothecary system. C. Avoirdupois system. D. Metric system. The correct answer is D. The Indian Pharmacopoeia uses the metric system for dosage calculations, ensuring standardized measurements. Which method is used for the limit test of arsenic? A. Good-seat apparatus. B. Titration. C. Spectrophotometry. D. Chromatography. The correct answer is A. The Good-seat apparatus is used in the limit test for arsenic. The third edition of the IP, published in 1985, was chaired by A. Colonel R. N. Chopra. B. Dr. B. N. Ghosh. C. Dr. B. N. Mukherjee. D. Dr. Nityanand. The correct answer is D. The third edition of the IP was published under the chairmanship of Dr. Nityanand. What is the common name for sodium carbonate, NaDO? A. Sodium bicarbonate. B. Washing soda. C. Baking soda. D. Caustic soda. The correct answer is B. The common name for sodium carbonate, NaDO, is washing soda. What type of dosage form is administered under the skin? A. Ocular. B. Transdermal. C. Topical. D. Subcutaneous. The correct answer is D. Dosage forms administered beneath the skin, often through injection, are classified as subcutaneous. Which of the following content was not present in the second edition of the IP? A. Antibiotics like bacitracin and neomycin. B. Information on vegetable drugs like jatamansi and rasna. C. Details about vitamins and minerals. D. A total of 986 monographs. The correct answer is D. The second edition of the IP had 890 monographs, not 986. It included content on antibiotics, vegetable drugs, vitamins, and minerals. What is the common name for chlorine? A. Bleaching powder. B. Baking powder. C. Blue vitriol. D. Copper sulfate. The correct answer is A. The common name for chlorine is bleaching powder, also known as calcium hypochlorite. What is the limit of arsenic in pharmaceuticals as indicated by IP? A. Less than 2 ppm. B. 30 ppm. C. 15 ppm. D. More than 35 ppm. The correct answer is A. The limit of arsenic in pharmaceuticals, according to the Indian Pharmacopoeia, IP, is less than 2 ppm, parts per million. This stringent limit ensures the safety and quality of pharmaceutical products. The first edition of the Indian Pharmacopoeia, IP, was published in which year? A. 1948. B. 1955. C. 1960. D. 1966. The correct answer is B. The first edition of the Indian Pharmacopoeia was published in the year 1955. Martindale was first published in which year? A. 1820. B. 1864. C. 1883. D. 1914. The correct answer is C. The first edition of Martindale was published in 1883. What is the approximate diameter of a large unilamellar vesicle, love? A. 20-100 nanometers. B. 100-400 nanometers. C. 400-600 nanometers. D. 600-800 nanometers. The correct answer is B. Large unilamellar vesicles typically have a diameter range of 100 to 400 nanometers. Which gas produces a yellow stain on mercuric chloride paper in the limit test for arsenic? A. Arsine gas. B. Arsenous acid gas. C. Arsenic chloride gas. D. Arsenic acid gas. The correct answer is A. Arsine gas, Ash3, reacts with mercuric chloride paper, HgCl2, in the limit test for arsenic, producing a yellow stain. What is the primary purpose of conducting limit tests? A. To detect the presence or absence of impurities. B. To quantify the amount of impurity. C. To differentiate between different types of impurities. D. To react with impurities. The correct answer is A. Limit tests are conducted to detect the presence or absence of impurities in pharmaceutical substances. The third edition of the Indian Pharmacopoeia was published in A. 1966, B. 1975, C. 1985, D. 1996. The correct answer is C. The third edition of the IP was released in 1985. What is the chemical formula for plaster of Paris? A. Caso 4.2H2O. B. Caso 4.12H2O. C. Cuso 4.5H2O. D. CaCO3. The correct answer is B. The chemical formula for plaster of Paris is Caso 4.2H2O. In which year was the standard for insulin introduced in the United States Pharmacopoeia, USP? A. 1937. B. 1938. C. 1941. D. 1949. The correct answer is C. The standard for insulin was incorporated into the USP in the year 1941. What is the purpose of lead acetate wool in the arsenic limit test? A. To absorb arsine gas. B. To react with arsenic. C. To trap hydrogen sulfide gas. D. To react with copper dioxide. The correct answer is C. Lead acetate wool is used in the arsenic limit test to trap hydrogen sulfide, H2S, gas, preventing it from reacting with the mercuric chloride paper and interfering with the arsenic detection. Mouthwashes are also commonly known as A. Alcoholic solutions. B. Oral cleansers. C. Liquid gargles. D. Throat sprays. The correct answer is B. Mouthwashes are widely referred to as oral cleansers, along with other terms like mouth rinse, oral rinse, and mouth bath. Otic dosage forms are designed for administration in A. The ear. B. The eye. C. The nose. D. Both the eye and nose. The correct answer is A. Otic dosage forms are specifically formulated for delivery into the ear canal. Errors associated with improperly calibrated balances, volumetric flasks, and instrument malfunctions are classified as A. Personal errors. B. Instrumental errors. C. Additive errors. D. Accidental errors. The correct answer is B. Errors arising from issues with instruments, such as improper calibration or malfunction, are categorized as instrumental errors. What is the route of administration for subcutaneous dosage forms? A. Under the tongue. B. beneath the skin. C. Into the muscle. D. Through the eye. The correct answer is B. Subcutaneous administration involves injecting medications beneath the skin, typically into the fatty layer, for slower absorption. Which of the following is classified as a vesicular drug delivery system? A. Implant. B. Liposome. C. Collodion. D. Patch. The correct answer is B. Liposomes are a type of vesicular drug delivery system, composed of phospholipid bilayers that encapsulate drugs. In which year was the first edition of the United States Pharmacopoeia, USP, published? A. 1820. B. 1830. C. 1872. D. 1883. The correct answer is A. The first edition of the United States Pharmacopoeia was published in 1820. In which year was the Indian Pharmacopoeia list prepared? A. 1936. B. 1940. C. 1946. D. 1950. The correct answer is C. The Indian Pharmacopoeia list was prepared in 1946. Which compound is used to prevent supersaturation in the limit test for sulfate? A. Potassium sulfate. B. Barium sulfate. C. Alcohol. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. Alcohol is used in the limit test for sulfate to prevent supersaturation. Supersaturation occurs when a solution contains more solute than it can normally hold at a given temperature. Alcohol helps prevent this by increasing the solubility of the sulfate. In which year was the second edition of the IP published? A. 1958. B. 1960. C. 1966. D. 1975. The correct answer is C. The second edition of the Indian Pharmacopoeia was published in 1966. Which apparatus is used in the limit test for arsenic? A. Good-seat apparatus. B. Spectrophotometer. C. Chromatography column. D. Titration flask. The correct answer is A. The Good-seat apparatus is used in the limit test for arsenic. It involves reacting the sample with zinc, stannous chloride, and potassium iodide to generate arsine gas. The arsine gas then reacts with mercuric chloride paper, producing a yellow stain. Brine is a concentrated solution of which compound? A. Sodium hydroxide. B. Sodium chloride. C. Sodium bicarbonate. D. Sodium sulfide. The correct answer is B. Brine is a concentrated solution of sodium chloride, NaCl. What is the chemical name for barium meal? A. Barium chloride. B. Barium nitrate. C. Barium carbonate. D. Barium sulfate. The correct answer is D. Barium meal, also known as barium sulfate reagent, is chemically barium sulfate, BaSO4. Powders intended for external use, acting as therapeutic agents, lubricants, and protectants are known as A. Bulk powders. B. Divided powders. C. Dusting powders. D. Effervescent powders. The correct answer is C. Dusting powders are finely ground powders for external application, offering therapeutic benefits, lubrication, and skin protection. Which liquid or semi-solid preparation is applied to the skin with friction? A. Lotion. B. Liniment. C. Collodion. D. Both A or B. The correct answer is B. Liniments are typically oily or alcoholic preparations meant for application on the skin with rubbing or massage. Which of the following is not an inhalation dosage form? A. Aerosol. B. Nebulizer. C. Tablet. D. Metered dose inhaler. The correct answer is C. Tablets are designed for oral administration, not inhalation. Inhalation dosage forms include aerosols, nebulizers, and metered dose inhalers. What is the standard solution used in the limit test for heavy metals? A. Silver nitrate. B. Lead nitrate. C. Silver chloride. D. Hydrogen chloride. The correct answer is B. The standard solution used in the heavy metal limit test is lead nitrate. What is the primary advantage of using solutions as a dosage form? A. Extended drug release. B. Enhanced stability. C. Rapid drug bioavailability. D. Improved palatability. The correct answer is C. Solutions offer rapid drug bioavailability because the drug is already dissolved and readily available for absorption into the bloodstream. What is the purpose of lead acetate cotton wool in the limit test for arsenic? A. To make the arsine gas evolve. B. To develop yellow stain. C. To trap hydrogen sulfide. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. The purpose of lead acetate cotton wool in the limit test for arsenic is to trap hydrogen sulfide, H2S. This prevents H2S from interfering with the reaction of arsine gas with mercuric chloride paper. Non-ionic surfactants are primarily used in the formation of which drug delivery system? A. Nanoparticles. B. Liposomes. C. Neosomes. D. Liquid erythromycin. The correct answer is C. Neosomes are formed using non-ionic surfactants. They are vesicular systems similar to liposomes but are composed of non-ionic surfactants instead of phospholipids. The process of converting multilamellar vesicles to small unilamellar vesicles is associated with which technique? A. Extrusion. B. Sonication. C. Freeze drying. D. Spray drying. The correct answer is B. Sonication employs sound waves to break down larger multilamellar vesicles into smaller unilamellar vesicles. A viscous liquid preparation primarily used for cough relief is called A. Gargle. B. Drop. C. Elixir. D. Linctus. The correct answer is D. Linctus is a viscous liquid specifically formulated to soothe coughs. Which dosage form offers the most rapid drug bioavailability? A. Solution. B. Gelatin capsule. C. Suspension. D. Tablet. The correct answer is A. Solutions provide the quickest route for drug absorption and entry into the bloodstream, resulting in the fastest bioavailability. Which volume of the 6th edition of the Indian Pharmacopoeia includes the general monograph on dosage forms? A. Volume 1. B. Volume 2. C. Volume 3. D. All volumes. The correct answer is B. Volume 2 of the 6th edition of the IP, published in 2010, contains the general monograph on dosage forms. How many significant figures are there in the number 0.00500? A. 3. B. 4. C. 5. D. 6. The correct answer is A. There are 3 significant figures in the number 0.00500. Leading zeros are not significant, but trailing zeros after a decimal point are considered significant. Which of the following is referred to as an extra pharmacopoeia? A. British Pharmacopoeia, BP. B. British Pharmacopoeia Commission, BPC. C. Indian Pharmacopoeia, IP. D. Martindale. The correct answer is D. Martindale is often called an extra pharmacopoeia as it provides extensive information on medicines and drugs. What are the structural components of a liposome? A. Protein bilayer. B. Carbohydrate matrix. C. Phospholipid bilayer. D. Nucleic acid core. The correct answer is C. Liposomes are essentially spherical vesicles composed of a phospholipid bilayer with an aqueous core that can encapsulate drugs. What is the function of douches in the female vagina? A. Contraception. B. Lubrication. C. Hormone replacement. D. Cleansing and washing. The correct answer is D. Douches are primarily used for cleansing and washing the vagina, often utilizing a mixture of water and various chemicals. Which of the following is not a primary component of liposomes? A. Phospholipids. B. Phosphatidylcholine. C. Phosphatidylethanolamine. D. Polyethylene glycol. The correct answer is D. While polyethylene glycol, PEG, can be used to modify liposomes, it is not a core constituent. The fundamental components of liposomes are phospholipids, including phosphatidylcholine and phosphatidylethanolamine. Which of the following is not typically used as a bioadhesive polymer? A. Chitosan. B. Methyl hydroxycellulose. C. Sodium alginate. D. Thiolated carboxymethyl cellulose. The correct answer is C. While chitosan, methyl hydroxycellulose, and thiolated carboxymethyl cellulose are commonly used as bioadhesive polymers, sodium alginate is not typically used for this purpose. When was the fourth edition of the British Pharmacopoeia released? A. 1864. B. 1867. C. 1885. D. 1898. The correct answer is D. The fourth edition of the British Pharmacopoeia was published in 1898. Under whose chairmanship did the process of publishing the first Indian Pharmacopoeia commence? A. Colonel R. N. Chopra. B. Dr. B. N. Ghosh. C. Dr. B. N. Mukherjee. D. Dr. Nityanand. The correct answer is A. The initial process of publishing the first IP began under the chairmanship of Colonel R. N. Chopra. How many monographs were included in the second edition of the IP? A. 261. B. 890. C. 986. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. The second edition of the IP contained 890 monographs. What type of dosage form is specifically designed for administration into the air canal? A. Otic. B. Ophthalmic. C. Nasal. D. Oral. The correct answer is A. Otic dosage forms, such as air drops, are formulated for delivery into the air canal to treat air infections or other air-related conditions. What is the term for a solid or semi-solid sterile preparation designed to be inserted into the lower conjunctival sac of the eye? A. OCU certs. B. Liposomes. C. Neosomes. D. Transdermal patches. The correct answer is A. OCU certs are a specialized ophthalmic dosage form designed for sustained drug release in the eye, placed in the lower conjunctival sac. Osmotic dispersion technique is primarily associated with which drug delivery system? A. Transdermal drug release system. B. Gastroretentive drug release system. C. Osmotic drug release system. D. Brain targeting drug release system. The correct answer is D. The osmotic dispersion technique is used in brain targeting drug delivery systems. It helps drugs cross the blood-brain barrier for targeted delivery to the brain. Which of the following is not a heavy metal? A. Arsenic. B. Mercury. C. Iron. D. Lead. The correct answer is C. Iron is not considered a heavy metal. Heavy metals typically include cadmium, arsenic, mercury, bismuth, and lead. PVP, polyvinyl pyrrolidone, is an example of A. Inorganic water-soluble osmogen. B. Organic polymer osmogen. C. Organic water-soluble osmogen. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. PVP is an organic polymer osmogen. Osmogens are substances that create osmotic pressure, and PVP is a polymer that exhibits this property. How many significant figures are there in the numbers 42,306 and 0.007, respectively? A. 4 and 1. B. 5 and 1. C. 5 and 3. D. 4 and 3. The correct answer is B. The number 42,306 has 5 significant figures as all non-zero digits are significant. The number 0.007 has 1 significant figure. Leading zeros are not significant. Ion interference with other metal cations in the limit test for iron is removed by using A. Glycolic acid. B. Citric acid. C. Both A and B. D. Ammonia solution. The correct answer is B. Citric acid is used to prevent the interference of iron with other metal cations in the limit test for iron. It achieves this by forming a complex with iron, preventing it from reacting with other metal ions. In the limit test for which compound is nitric acid, HNO3, used? A. Chloride. B. Iron. C. Arsenic. D. Lead. The correct answer is A. Nitric acid, HNO3, is used in the limit test for chloride. It reacts with silver nitrate, NO3, in the presence of chloride ions to form a white precipitate of silver chloride, AgCl. What is the term for a transparent or translucent semi-solid preparation intended for external use? A. Paste. B. Cream. C. Lotion. D. Jelly. The correct answer is D. Jellies are semi-solid preparations characterized by their transparency or translucency and are commonly used for external application. The first British pharmacopoeia, BP, was primarily focused on A. Dosage calculations. B. Materia medica. C. Drug delivery systems. D. Pharmaceutical ethics. The correct answer is B. The first edition of the British Pharmacopoeia, published in 1864, was centered around materia medica, which involves the study of medicinal substances and their properties. The limit test for heavy metals is carried out for A. Identification of impurities. B. Control of impurities. C. Both A and B. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. The limit test for heavy metals is carried out for both the identification and control of impurities. It helps determine the presence and amount of heavy metal contaminants in pharmaceutical substances. What is the primary function of a liniment? A. Skin hydration. B. Pain relief through massage and friction. C. Wound disinfection. D. Scar reduction. The correct answer is B. Liniments are typically oily or alcoholic preparations applied to the skin with rubbing, aiding in pain relief through massage and frictional heat. What is the dosage form for medications designed to be placed in the lower conjunctival sac of the eye? A. OCU certs. B. Nasal preparations. C. Oral preparations. D. Enemas. The correct answer is A. OCU certs are specifically designed for ophthalmic use, placed in the lower conjunctival sac of the eye for sustained drug release. What is the dosage form specifically designed for insertion into body cavities? A. Douches. B. Drops. C. Gargles. D. Throat paint. The correct answer is A. Douches are preparations used for cleansing and washing body cavities, particularly the vagina. Which liquid preparation is applied externally to the skin and is not meant for cavity insertion? A. Drops. B. Enema. C. Collodion. D. Douches. The correct answer is C. Collodion is a viscous solution used for external application on the skin, typically for sealing wounds. Unlike drops, enemas, and douches, it's not intended for insertion into body cavities. In the limit test for iron interacts with which compound? A. Barium sulfate reagent. B. Thioglycolic acid. C. Glycolic acid. D. Mercuric chloride. The correct answer is C. In the limit test for iron interacts with glycolic acid to form a purple-colored complex. Powders applied externally to the skin for therapeutic, lubricating, and protective purposes are called A. Dusting powders. B. Effervescent powders. C. Bulk powders. D. Insufflations. The correct answer is A. Dusting powders are finely ground powders meant for external application on the skin, offering a combination of therapeutic, lubricating, and protective actions. What is the common name for ferrous sulfate? A. Green vitriol. B. Blue vitriol. C. Ferric ammonium citrate. D. Fluorogluconate. The correct answer is A. The common name for ferrous sulfate is green vitriol. Which of the following is not an acid? A. HNO3. B. H2SO4. C. CH3COOH. D. NaOH. The correct answer is D. NaOH, sodium hydroxide, is a base, not an acid. HNO3 is nitric acid, H2SO4 is sulfuric acid, and CH3COOH is acetic acid. Which dosage form is best suited for delivering drugs that are poorly absorbed in the gastrointestinal tract? A. Oral tablets. B. Sublingual tablets. C. Intravenous injections. D. Rectal suppositories. The correct answer is C. Intravenous injections bypass the gastrointestinal tract entirely, ensuring direct entry of the drug into the bloodstream, making them ideal for drugs with poor oral absorption. According to IP, what is the general limit for heavy metals in ppm? A. 10 ppm. B. 20 ppm. C. 30 ppm. D. 40 ppm. The correct answer is B. The general limit for heavy metals according to the Indian Pharmacopoeia, IP, is 20 ppm, parts per million. This means that the concentration of heavy metals in a pharmaceutical substance should not exceed 20 parts per million. Which of the following is a flexible preparation used to stabilize stitches and applied externally to the skin? A. Lotion. B. Liniment. C. Collodion. D. Magma. The correct answer is C. Collodion is a viscous solution that dries to form a flexible film on the skin, making it suitable for protecting and stabilizing stitches. How many significant figures are there in the number 900? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. Ambiguous. The correct answer is D. The number of significant figures in 900 is ambiguous. It could have 1, 2, or 3 significant figures depending on the context and the precision of the measurement. Without further information, it is impossible to determine the exact number of significant figures. Errors arising from the use of improperly cleaned containers are classified as A. Reagent error. B. Proportional error. C. Constant error. D. Personal error. The correct answer is B. Errors caused by the use of improperly cleaned containers are classified as proportional errors. Proportional errors are dependent on the size or magnitude of the sample. What is the chemical formula for sodium potassium tartrate? A. H4O6Kna. B. C2H4O6Kna. C. C6H4O6Kna. D. C4H6O6Kna. The correct answer is A. The chemical formula for sodium potassium tartrate, also known as Rochelle salt, is H4O6Kna. It has 4 carbon atoms, 6 oxygen atoms, 4 hydrogen atoms, 1 potassium atom, and 1 sodium atom. What term describes the closeness of the true value to the observed value? A. Precision. B. Robustness. C. Ruggedness. D. Accuracy. The correct answer is D. Accuracy refers to how close a measured value is to the true or accepted value. What is the chemical formula for moss salt? A. NH4 22.6H2O. B. FeSO4 NH4 204.10H2O. C. Fe2 कोष्टक SO4 कोष्टक 3 NH4 204.6H2O. D. FeSO4.7H2O. The correct answer is A. The chemical formula for moss salt, also known as ammonium iron 2 sulfate, is NH4 22.6H2O. It is a double salt composed of ammonium sulfate and ferrous sulfate. What does the term anhydrous salt mean? A. With water. B. Without water. C. A small amount of water. D. With ammonia. The correct answer is B. An anhydrous salt refers to a salt that does not contain any water molecules in its crystal structure. How many significant figures are there in the number 33.00? A. 2. B. 3. C. 4. D. 5. The correct answer is D. There are 5 significant figures in the number 33.00. Trailing zeros after a decimal point are considered significant. Weight gain or loss during an experiment is an example of A. Additive error. B. Methodology error. C. Proportional error. D. Constant error. The correct answer is A. Weight gain or loss during an experiment is classified as an additive error. Additive errors are constant and independent of the magnitude of the measurement. What density is considered suitable for a dosage form to be a potential candidate for a gastro-retentive drug delivery system? A. Less than 1 gram cube. B. More than 5 grams cube. C. Less than 10 grams cube. D. More than 20 grams cube. The correct answer is A. For a dosage form to be suitable for a gastro-retentive drug delivery system, its density should ideally be less than 1 gram cube. This allows for floating and prolonged retention in the stomach. What is another term for non-systematic errors? A. Determinate errors. B. Accidental errors. C. Indeterminate errors. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. Non-systematic errors, also known as random errors or accidental errors, are caused by unpredictable fluctuations in measurements. What is the chemical composition of asbestos? A. Cellulose. B. Magnesium silicate. C. Silica. D. Carbon dioxide. The correct answer is B. Asbestos is composed of magnesium silicate. A thick, viscous formulation containing an aqueous suspension of an insoluble inorganic drug is called A. Lotion. B. Paste. C. Elixir. D. Magma. The correct answer is D. Magma refers to a thick, viscous suspension containing finely dispersed particles of an insoluble inorganic drug in an aqueous vehicle. What is the brand name associated with the drug amphotericin B? A. Depocyte. B. Citraban. C. Daunorubicin. D. Myoset. The correct answer is B. Citraban is a brand name for the antifungal drug amphotericin B. Which type of stain is observed on the paper used in the limit test for arsenic? A. Blue. B. Brown. C. Yellow. D. Green. The correct answer is C. In the limit test for arsenic, a yellow stain is observed on the mercuric chloride paper due to the reaction with arsine gas. The 9th edition of the Indian Pharmacopoeia was published in which year? A. 2014. B. 2018. C. 2022. D. 2023. The correct answer is C. The 9th and current edition of the IP was published in 2022. Which process is used to reduce the size of liposomes from multilamellar to small unilamellar? A. Filtration. B. Centrifugation. C. Sonication. D. Lyophilization. The correct answer is C. Sonication. The application of sound waves is used to break down larger multilamellar vesicles into smaller unilamellar vesicles, achieving a more uniform size distribution. Nitroderm, a medication for angina pectoris, is an example of which drug delivery system? A. Osmotic pump. B. Liposomes. C. Nanoparticles. D. Transdermal drug delivery system. The correct answer is D. Nitroderm, a nitroglycerin patch, is a classic example of a transdermal drug delivery system. It delivers nitroglycerin through the skin for systemic absorption. What is the purpose of using citric acid in the limit test for iron? A. To prevent the formation of ferric hydroxide precipitate. B. To prevent the formation of ferrous hydroxide precipitate. C. To prevent color formation by chloride. D. To prevent displacement by chloride. The correct answer is B. Citric acid is used in the limit test for iron to prevent the precipitation of ferrous hydroxide. Ammonia, being basic, can lead to the formation of ferrous hydroxide precipitate. Citric acid prevents this precipitation by forming a complex with the iron. The entrapment of air by swellable polymers to enhance bioadhesion is a characteristic of which type of gastro-retentive drug delivery system? A. Effervescent drug delivery system. B. Floating drug delivery system. C. Non-effervescent drug delivery system. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. In non-effervescent gastro-retentive systems, air trapped by swellable polymers contributes to the bioadhesive properties of the dosage form. Which of the following substances is used as a filtering aid? A. Calcium carbonate. B. Hydroxymethyl cellulose. C. Methyl cellulose. D. Kieselguhr. The correct answer is D. Kieselguhr is used as a filtering aid. What type of preparation is collodion, primarily used externally on the skin? A. Ointment. B. Cream. C. Viscous solution. D. Suspension. The correct answer is C. Collodion is a viscous solution that dries to form a flexible film, making it useful for protecting wounds and stabilizing stitches. Who chaired the publication of the 9th edition of the IP? A. Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya. B. Dr. B. N. Ghosh. C. Dr. B. N. Mukherjee. D. Dr. Nityanand. The correct answer is A. The 9th edition of the IP was published under the chairmanship of Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya, the current health minister. Turbidity in the limit test for chloride is due to the formation of A. AgCl, B. AgNO3, C. HCl, D. Glycolic acid. The correct answer is A. Turbidity in the limit test for chloride is caused by the formation of silver chloride, AgCl. How many significant figures are present in the number 77.0877.08074? A. 5, B. 7, C. 9, D. 11. The correct answer is B. There are 7 significant figures in the number 77.0877.08074. Significant figures include all non-zero digits, zeros between non-zero digits, and trailing zeros after a decimal point. Leading zeros are not considered significant. In the limit test for iron, the purple color is due to the formation of A. Ferrous thioglycolate, B. Ferric thioglycolate, C. Ferrous glycolate, D. Glycolic acid. The correct answer is C. The purple color observed in the limit test for iron is due to the formation of ferrous glycolate complex. The difference between the true result and the measured result is called A. Major error, B. Life error, C. Standard result, D. None of the above. The correct answer is D. The difference between the true result and the measured result is simply referred to as the error. It quantifies the discrepancy between the expected value and the obtained value. Which of the following is not a semi-solid dosage form? A. Ointment, B. Cream, C. Paste, D. Emulsion. The correct answer is D. While ointments, creams, and pastes fall under semi-solid dosage forms, and emulsion is a biphasic liquid dosage form. Who chaired the publication of the first edition of the Indian Pharmacopoeia? A. Colonel R. N. Chopra, B. Dr. B. N. Ghosh, C. Dr. B. N. Mukherjee, D. Dr. Nityanand. The correct answer is B. The first edition of the IP was published under the chairmanship of Dr. B. N. Ghosh. Which of the following is not a recognized classification of liposomes based on structural exceptions? A. Oligolamellar vesicles, B. Small unilamellar vesicles, C. Multivesicular vesicles, MVV, D. Stable plurilamellar vesicles. The correct answer is D. Stable plurilamellar vesicles are not a standard classification for liposomes based on structural exceptions. Recognized classifications include oligolamellar, small unilamellar, and multivesicular vesicles. The difference between two measurements obtained in an experiment is a measure of A. Accuracy, B. Precision, C. Reliability, D. Validity. The correct answer is B. Precision refers to the closeness of repeated measurements to each other. If the difference between two measurements is small, it indicates high precision. What type of error is a personal error? A. Determinate error, B. Indeterminate error, C. Accidental error, D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. Personal errors, caused by an individual's mistakes or carelessness, are classified as determinate errors. These errors can be identified and corrected. Which of the following is not a source of impurity in pharmaceuticals? A. Materials used in manufacturing, B. Manufacturing process. C. Storage conditions. D. Actual compound. The correct answer is D. The actual compound itself is not a source of impurity. Impurities can arise from the materials used in manufacturing, the manufacturing process, and the storage conditions.